Tim, as pre-season friendlies go, that must be quite a high-scoring one from your point of view.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen 12 goals in a pre-season friendly before. Look, we're getting towards the back end of pre-season now, so I think from a coaching and management point of view, you want to start really seeing the foundations and the principles in that we've been layering in for several weeks now. Really pleasing, obviously, away from the scoreline, just the performance. I think performance after Saturday against Buxton, I thought we were excellent, and then carried that into tonight. We're starting to look kind of every inch a team and real strong identity to the group now. So, I thought we were excellent with the ball, built the game really well, kept creating the free player in the middle, and then really dynamic wide, really aggressive in the 1v1s, got a lot of crosses in the box. But I suppose we were chatting after, the most pleasing thing was without the ball, our pressing, the aggression, the regains, kind of really squeezing them in the half, and been working a lot on that. So to see that come out and everything start falling into place with two games to go now, before we start the FA Cup. So really pleasing.
Dave spoke on Saturday about being clinical. It certainly was like that in the final third tonight.
Yeah, do you know what? I think we created an awful lot of chances. It sounds strange, but for the 9 goals, we probably should have had a lot more, especially early on. We created a lot, and I think, obviously, because of the scoreline, the game fizzled out a bit the last 20 minutes. But before that, I felt we should have been in double figures, really. But some really well taken goals. Some goal contributions from different positions as well. Obviously, a hat trick from Owen from the 10, which is what we want to see. And we talk all the time about we need different positions chipping in. Really pleasing from that point of view.
Louis Isherwood, coming into the group this week, made his first appearance at Gig Lane tonight. A player that you've known and coached for a young age as well during your time at Wigan and Liverpool. What can you tell the fans about him?
Yeah, thanks for that. That makes me feel really old. That thinking back to now, he was an under 9 when I first coached him, and he's in his early 20s now. But yeah, he's first and foremost brilliant character. Excellent in terms of leadership, integrity, brilliant around the group, excellent teammate, wants to get better, wants to improve. He's got a lot more in him in terms of where his potential is. Had a really good season last season, obviously winning the league, and he was a major part in that as well. We watched a lot of games, and we felt as if he was probably the best centre-back in that league last year. Obviously, because I know him personally, we know the character side, and we know he'll fit in really well with the group. And just in terms of how we want to play, he's got mobility and the physicality to play anywhere across that back line, in the middle and to the sides, can play equally left or right. So really good signing for us. He'll improve the group and gives us real depth now.
Just on personnel pre-season, is that opportunity to use trialists and work out what you need for the competitive season? Are you and Dave happy with where the squad's at now, or are you still looking to add to it?
I think we're nearly there. We did want to add another centre-back in. We think it's really important to have a certain number in that position. We know, obviously, last season, if we want to be competitive in the cup competitions, you're going to be pushing potentially 60 games. We knew after we went on an amazing run last year for the 21 games, and then we had a little bit of a dip in terms of the energy around Christmas time, so we want to make sure that we don't have that this time. We're going to have to share the workload out a bit more. We can't have the drop-off in performance. So from our point of view, you don't get promoted with having 11 really strong players with injuries and people missing for whatever reason and getting through the depth of games that we will have to play. You have to have a real solid 8 team where lads can play different positions and they can plug in, and the way we play doesn't change. The personnel might change, but the way we play doesn't. So we're getting really close to that. Like I said, 2 games to go. We are exactly where we wanted to be when we outlined everything at the start in terms of personnel, individual side, collective side. And we're looking really strong.
Looking ahead to those sort of final 2 games of pre-season, Ratcliffe on Saturday before a Wigan 11 next Tuesday. 2 potentially very tough tests. I guess the messages will be the same to the players, and it'll ramp up even more before you get to that competitive opener against South Liverpool in the FA Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. The conversations we keep having with players, in training and before every game is you've got to make sure that shirt's yours come August the 9th, August the 2nd for the FA Cup and August the 9th. Going back to what I was saying before about the depth, at the minute, the conversations we're having with Maka and the staff is we might not know our exact best 11, which is a really strong position to be in. So, complacency is something that we don't believe in. Players really need to be pushing and giving us problems and making sure that we're having to make really difficult decisions in terms of the starting 11. But yeah, to the fixtures, I think obviously Radcliffe, another Conference North side, we've been competitive against Buxton and Chester so far. There'll be a bit more emotion involved in that game, obviously, and then Wigan on Tuesday. So yeah, speaking to them, I think they'll have a really strong 21s. They've played a couple of teams in and around our league and league above as well, and they've been really competitive recently. So obviously for the manager to come back as well and Nicky to come back will be a real kind of good experience for us and for the fans and everyone involved. So yeah, 2 really important games. Let's try and get through with no injuries, and then yeah, we're really looking forward to the FA Cup game.
Perfect, thanks Tim.